An awful lot of Western New Yorkers will have to make a decision soon about their jobs due to another initiative by the president, which the White House says fulfills a campaign promise to reduce the size and the cost of our government. Channel 2's Dave McKinley has more about the impact locally from so-called buyouts for federal employees. Right, Dave?
That is right, Scott. And unlike traditional buyouts, this one is not based on a combination of age and years of service, nor is it accompanied by a lump sum payment. But it is something that thousands of workers locally will be mulling, and they don't have much time to decide. The federal government is the second largest employer in Western New York, with more than 10,000 workers locally, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. With the exception of postal workers, members of the military, and those involved in immigration and national security, federal employees can opt to get placed on paid administrative leave, with full salary and benefit for 8 months without having to do any work until their employment would end in September. But they have to decide by next Thursday.
A week and a half is definitely short notice.
Joe Curatolo is a financial planner and retirement specialist who's had clients employed by the federal government and others who worked in places that offered more traditional buyouts.
You take a look at when factories close down, it's not that generous. Sometimes it is, but it's generally a swift kick in the butt, and it's been nice knowing you. But it is a pretty swift action that they're trying to do, get people back to work.
He's referencing there a desire by the president to end the COVID-era practice of federal employees working from home.
If they're working for the federal government, they must show up to the office on time and on schedule.
It's happening in banks, Amazon, and now the federal government.
The White House estimates that if 10% of federal workers take the deal, it will save $100 billion a year. But the largest federal employees union has concerns. In a statement, it said the number of civil servants hasn't meaningfully changed since 1970, but there are more Americans than ever who rely on government services, while warning the White House is offering no guarantee that there won't be additional job cuts to the federal workforce.
But here they're giving the individuals the ability to come back to work full-time instead of remote, or take the severance. And in some cases, it's a good deal.
In particular, he says, those at the tail end of their career or who may be pension eligible, or those who had been thinking about a different career entirely and who'd be paid for the next 8 months while they find one. Bottom line, he says any federal employee should be meeting with their financial planner to see what may be best for them. On your side in the studio, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.